Thank you for inviting me to Latvia and to Riga. My first impression is that the town is a very European, very vibrant. I was surprised how incredibly neat it is and how interesting the architecture is, and how many really nook and crane of the town are symbolized different kind of historical stratification of who was in Riga periodically from the last 1,000 years. And the fact that it's part of the EU, it's not such a well known in the United States. You have like a fully functional state speaking 2, 3, 4 languages, but certainly English. It is a very important thing to advertise and to make sure that people know that when you come here, you are at home. You don't feel like you have, the need of, this kind of passport, this kind of visa, this kind of language. There's no barrier. It's very easy. It's very obtainable to arrive and to have an experience and to feel like you are, immediately very well, received. It's a very strange thing to say because I'm here only for a few days and I didn't know much about it. I find the people extremely kind and very prepared and very culturally advanced and bilingual, perfectly speaking English everywhere you go. That is a very soft cultural shock to say. I must add that the fact that it's not so populated is also very useful for film because you don't need to move massive amount of tourists and local to be able to shoot. The streets are wide. There's a fantastic light, at least now in September. It's very sunny and beautiful. Also, they have a very long summer with days that they are, going into like 12, 14 hours of possibility of shooting. So this is something that make it in a very, very attractive location for all sorts of different films, not just historical, but also super modern. And today, Latvia has to offer so much in terms of technology and IT advanced. So it's not like you're going in a country where you have to understand, the lay of the land, and you have like this cultural shock because it's also different. I think it's a very friendly place and very easily attainable in terms of permit and very welcoming, very, very welcoming. Any kind of look for the last 800 years is present. It's very well preserved and is all nearby. So that's a very important issue for filming and for offering that you have on different kind of film that you want to attract here. Very few know where you are. Very few know what Riga can offer and the countryside and the other town that we saw in the last 5 days. It's just like to me, it's such a well-kept secret that it's a bit against you, the fact that it's such a big secret. You need to bring yourself out a little more, and you have a lot of really international producer that they win in Cannes, they win here, but you don't know that they are Latvian. You just that's a footnote. Oh, they were from Latvia. Or the people that they are famous that they come from Latvia in the past, Eisenstein is from Latvia, Baryshnikov is from Latvia. I know it sounds silly, but put yourself on a map, promote a little bit, take the opportunity to go out and say, you haven't heard from me, but you should, and these are the reasons. And for me, again, one of the reasons is the fact that it's easy to shoot here, easy to find incredibly talented people, easy to obtain the permit and to obtain the subsidy, which are very necessary today to be able to attract international production. You have it all. Just bring it out a little more. I think the North Star Film Alliance is doing a great job. They are very much aware about that. It's not like I'm discovering the wheel. Latvia is absolutely competitive to other countries. In addition to the cash rebate, you also have the city of Riga who offer incentive for, particularly in shooting in Riga. So I think that's what the producer is looking for. It's like, is it cost effective? But the first question is like, which kind of location I need? And as I say before, and I'm going to repeat, Riga offers so many different look and so many different really rich cultural sites. You can find here from the time of Soviet so many buildings. The Soviet, like a Stalinist Soviet, and then you have, of course, the Liberty, and the 1920s, so many gorgeous buildings, like totally well preserved. And what a producer wants is to know that the question that you have in terms of can I come and how much and this and that are very quickly addressed and in a very professional manner. And here there are like a superb team of people that they are ready to satisfy any kind of question. They are film people. One thing that the producer will know immediately is that the tradition of cinema in Latvia is like coming from the very beginning. They have studio here right outside of the city, very easy to reach, which are operating for the last 75 years. It's not something new. Cinema has been here forever, since the beginning of the cinema. You want to know that there is a culture about film, and there is like the ability to understand what the producer need and address the need immediately. You find a very, very good team here and very good professional that they've been working on film everywhere in the world. So they are ready for the next film to come with no problems. That's a very important thing, that you don't need to bring everybody. Here there are lots of people working and living in film and making film every day. The strength of Latvia is the fact that, first of all, not many foreign production, like from the United States, they came here, so they are like a look that are completely original, unspoiled. You have the opportunity to give a look to a film which is very specific and new, and is adding so much to the film, so much flavor, and that you enrich your film just because the look of the place is incredibly beautiful and elegant. One of the really strange knowledge that I acquired by being here is the fact that Latvia has 700 kilometers of beach. And of course, you don't think about Latvia when you think about, oh, I need a phenomenal beach with sandy dunes. But in fact, the reality is that I went to this beach and they are phenomenal. You can see forever, your eyes are going forever into this white sandy beach surrounded by pine forest. It's just like, oh my God, where am I? I'm just like in a land before time. And they were scarcely populated, of course, like the whole country is like 1.2 million inhabitants. So even if you put everybody on the beach, you still have enough space for everyone. But there was no one there. The perfume of this, forest of pine tree and birch, and in front of the Baltic Sea, and it was just like fantastic. For sure, the beach are a location to be explored, because I haven't seen anything like that in anywhere else. I really don't think I did, in terms of a Nordic beach so pleasant and so beautiful and so, pristine. So I think it was one of the surprise about Latvia, and so I wanted to mention that because it was like, oh my God. And there are like first-class hotel, 5-star hotel, both in Riga to accommodate the most fussy of the star, and also on those locations on the beach. So it's just like something that you want to keep in mind as a location. This is a very democratic country that is extremely honest, that is ready technically to work tomorrow for any kind of size of film, and that the nature and the purity of the landscape outside of the town, it's incredible. It's just like the minute that you come out from the city center, you are in a forest, and these forests are untouched, they're beautiful, the air is so fresh. It's just like another world, the world as it was, and it should be, and is not anymore in many parts of the world. So it is extremely pristine, And out in the countryside, I think they have more castle pro capita than anywhere else in Europe. So there are any kind of fortified house, castle from the Middle Age, from the Tsar time, from any kind of, really culture and historical moment in the past. And they also have very futuristic and beautiful architecture, modern architectures. I really think that one of the highlights for me. Oh, and the food is fantastic. I mentioned that the food is like incredible. I mean, they have like a chef that they are like out of this world, and you can find them, compete with the best of the Beverly Hills of France or Italy kind of cuisine. You can find everything here. But what is in addition to that is how tasteful is the cuisine and how, I don't know, the flavor are so genuine and so natural because they really, really care about integrity in humankind, in human sense, in ecological sense, but also in what they eat. Everything tastes really, as I say, the way used to, to taste many years ago. It's very genuine, very real. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy every meal, and I probably put up like 5 pounds in a matter of 5 days, but that's a problem. That's one of the problems. I think it's fundamental for the people to come and experience for themselves, because I can talk until I have no voice about how incredible the place is, but you need to experience the atmosphere. And you arrive there and you know that there's no word to describe what you feel, because it's like a really special place in time and in beauty. I can tell about my personal experience. It was a revelation. It was exceedingly any expectation I had. I was expecting to have another very similar to other Baltic countries that I saw, but it's a very, very different place. And each and all of them, they have like some phenomenal kind of thing to offer. And Latvia, I was not aware, and has so much. You really cannot tell unless they experience by themselves. Those kind of investment, they give the fruit 1 or 2 years later. You have example all over the world of the result that this farm tour they are bringing to the people who are offering them, and just do it, just like bring them over and they will find out. And I want to thank the city of Riga, and particularly Laura Tuchelere and the team that she brought together for the amazing and detail and passion that she put into creating this experience for me, which was, as I say, a revelation. It was nothing short than that. I was just, maybe half joking, the fact that this place don't exist anymore out there. You have it. You have a place that is beautiful, livable, culturally rich, and eclectic, and also projected into the future. This is a place where IT is domain, where the 5G and 4G is all over the place. This is not like you come in here and you have to put like your boots and walking into the mud, but oh, they're so quaint. No, these are people that are pretty much into the 21st century and then some. And so this is what I want to say.